So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Oh boy, my bad. What's up? It's my Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm here, okay? Happy New Year. We are back live. We ain't playing. We back, y'all, all right? To prove it. What up, Gina?
I'm alive.
Mo B.
I'm live too.
Mo's alive.
Real live.
Steve, you alive? Steve,
Oh, I'm alive too.
Steve's alive. Whoa, we bad enough.
It is
99.9. We got one more.
Right.
It's 2026, everybody. This is our first live show of the year. We've been playing a whole bunch of reruns, but we even had a rerun with Marcy on it. Hi, Marcy. Who are you? All right, but we're so glad to be back and be here to be able to do the things that we love to do, and that's inform everybody, to entertain everybody, and just to make sure everybody's putting their word out about things that are going on in this world today. Speaking of which, what rhymes with which?
Rich.
No, it does, but no.
Stitch, snitch,
business. Okay, anyway, in the news, man. Today is the day where we're gonna be blessed to have life coach, leadership coach, entrepreneur Rachel Gary with us today. All right, giving us those words of wisdom for the soul, for the mind, for the body, all of that. Okay, but before she comes on, we talk about things, get some stuff off our chest, and boy, do we have some chest to get off.
You want to get on somebody's chest.
Mo, say the disclaimer. We need to hear it one more time.
Yeah, you better do it now. Now.
Man. What do y'all think? Now, we all gonna be on the same page on this, right?
No, I don't know. I don't think so, because I sat and thought about this.
Okay.
And I thought about this all the way. I thought about this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
We have to get to what we talking about.
The views, Mo. Say that again real quick.
On this Dope Living TV are not necessarily those of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. If you don't like it, get your own damn show.
And you're probably gonna want to get your own damn show after we get through talking today. Okay, you're probably gonna want to get your own damn show. All right, but look, I'm gonna put this picture up here. All right, because today, man, look, let's just put it out there. There's a pastor. His name is Jamal Bryant, and his wife Carrie. Okay, simple names, very simple names, but
Dr. Carrie,
whatever. Okay, so they're out there. They're out there. Well, it's self-explanatory. Look, so Carrie wore this out in public. Now, he's a pastor. She's first lady. All right, and since we all are on the east side of there, I'm gonna leave that picture up there. All right, Lord, she's first lady. He's the pastor of a church. Okay, what the hell is going on now, Steve? You can go ahead on with your commentary right now.
First off, I got a couple things.
Wait. Let's get. I got to put this out here first.
Okay.
Put it out there.
Because if you look at this dress, a lot of people thought it was a lace dress and
exactly
the flesh, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually a flesh colored dress. So underneath her dress is what you can think about as a slip. That's the color of the flesh. So it makes it look like the dress is a new dress. So I want to put that out there first.
I'm glad you put that out there. Okay, now Stephen, do your thing.
First off, I'm gonna say this. First off, in the news, peep game. Don't get mad at me, Greg. But in the news, when real things is going on, they love to push BS in the black community because the black community go wild on it and not talk about what's really going on.
Okay.
Because we should not be discussing this woman and this man who is her husband who said he bought his wife a dress. True. And he did. I agree. When I first seen this, I didn't read nothing. I just seen the picture pop up on Facebook. I didn't look at it. First thing I said was, that's a badass dress. Because my mom was a seamstress, so I knew it was not, I knew it was a flesh tone dress. But I'm also going to say this. Bishop Wooden, they made the comment that the man had his wife looking like a $2 hoe. Let me say this to anybody that had a problem with this dress, because let's make it known this woman was born in 1966. She'll be 60 years old this year. Anybody made a comment, it was personal, because God did not make you the judge of the jury. And she did not wear this dress to church. She wore this dress to an event, a special event gala for the United Negro College Fund, where she helped raise $4 million.
And some eyes.
And hit the eyes, but guess what? For all them eyes that went straight to pornographic views, where do your thoughts lie on a daily basis?
Okay, leave it at that right there, Steve. Leave it at that right there for a moment. Okay, Gina, go ahead.
You know what? I get that, and he did buy the dress. The pastor bought the dress for his wife, but to me, I question, what type of person he is. I'm just putting that out there. I really don't feel that a first lady, whether she's at church or not, no matter where you go, whether you at church or whether you outside of church, you're still representing. And I don't feel that is representative of a first lady, because she is supposed to be, representing what young ladies are supposed to be. Do we want our daughters dressing like that? No.
90% of them wear it for the prom and they worse. So we say that now. And I feel like only the ones that speak on that is the ones that's mad because they can't wear it.
Well, I'm not mad. I'm not mad, so that's not true. But you have to think about her role. She has a role, and her role should be representative of what young ladies should be and how they present themselves.
They definitely put the water in the pot to get stirred. They definitely knew the pot was going to boil when she got dressed.
Yeah, and I think that was part of it too, because look at all the publicity they're getting. I think it's a publicity stunt as well, because now, people know who they are. Did you know who they were before this?
Don't know, and that's what I said. I don't know who they are.
Exactly, but now you do. So that stirred a lot in the pot. But is that what we want in our churches? Is that what we want from our pastors? Is that what we want from our first ladies?
I mean, she's not the pastor. She the first lady. I mean, it'd be different if it was Pastor Carrie.
There's no difference. No, that's not true. The first lady is the representative of her husband. So whether she's the first lady or the pastor, she still represents as a pastor's wife. And as a pastor's wife, you have a certain decorum. So
obligation
just because
as well.
She's not the pastor, she still has to represent that church and as a pastor's wife.
Okay, hold that, Gina.
110%. We're 110% with Gina. Because you know what? I can't see no justification for her wearing that in the public anywhere, regardless of who bought it. I can't. It's just it ain't no hating thing. It's a dignity thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think like this. Just because I'm here, I'm not an example. Remember, there used to be a bunch of athletes all used to say, I'm not no example.
Yeah.
Don't follow my example, but they go do shit, and kids follow them anyway.
Role model. I'm not a role model. I agree.
Yeah, I'm not a role model example. This shit right here. Come on, man.
Okay.
So I mean, she might have not wore it in church, but you know what? It might have been a lot of people mistaking her for what the other pastor mentioned her as. And when she walked in that building, whatever event she was in, trust me, it turned a lot of heads and everything else, which it was supposed to do. That was the whole point.
It's an illusion. But the thing is, everybody gave them comments. What was your mind at? The first thing y'all religious minds went to is dirty thoughts.
But why wouldn't they, Stephen? Why wouldn't they? Because of the fact.
Imagine where their mind was at. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not even that, Steve. It's not even dirty thoughts. It's you're representing a church,
right?
You're a representative of a first lady, and I'm not saying she got to wear a cloak, but I think that was way over the edge. And I'm not judging her.
Let me say this.
This is a conversation that has been across the internet, and for us to discuss it, God is going to be the judge.
But let me say this. Please let me say this. I agree with both sides. Okay, she should be able to wear whatever the hell she wants to wear. Okay, but if you're representing the church, doesn't the Bible say something about modesty in women? Modesty, that's not modest. That's not a modest dress. Okay, that's not a modest dress. That's not a dress that shows humility. Okay, it's a provocative dress. Now, pastor should be, hey, my wife looks good. I bought the dress for her. Wear it, okay? But for me, and I stated it earlier, doesn't that say she's actually done? Him and her has actually done what they set out to do, and that's to get people to watch, to increase their views on everything that they're doing and this and that, okay? And people bought into whatever they wanted to. I mean, my thing is this: still, she's the first lady, Steve. She's the first lady of a church. Now, the next day, you're not going to see her wearing that in church. So be the example. You're not being an example to your church by wearing that out there like that. Okay. She looks good. She looks great in the dress. The dress.
I guess what I'm saying is, because see, I'm not saying mine go wear it or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, and this, like I say, got a lot to do with what Bishop Wooden said. What I'm saying is, I'm not the judge of the jury.
Anybody judge?
Neither are we. But we're commenting on it though.
Exactly. On it. Exactly. And that's what we're doing.
They put it
out there. But and I agree.
Opinion. It's the public opinion. And the public is going to say something about it. You knew.
And they've been on talk shows discussing this whole situation. So and they put it out there. They put it out there.
And that's why I said they knew they put the water in the pot. And everybody was gonna stir it.
But
I didn't disagree with that.
That is not what a church is supposed to do.
Exactly.
The church is not there to create this kind of discussion.
And I don't disagree with none of that. I guess what I'm leaning towards to more is when that bishop made that comment, because a man of God would not go after a person like that. So I guess that's why I'm leaning more to with my train of thought, because I looked at what Bishop Wooden said. And what type of man of God are you that you come after and you make that comment?
Hold on. I mean, making comments, I know there's going to be a bunch of comments on it. I mean, because again, it's what the biggest thing about this whole thing is that we have the church involved. That's the biggest thing about it. She can wear whatever the hell she wants to. We really don't care. But, we got people coming up in church falling up behind her, young ladies, thinking that this is okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, the first lady is dressing like that.
Okay for her.
Then it should be okay.
She didn't go to church like that,
though. You get me? She's a role model.
And I hear you. Even if she don't want to be, she a role model. But do you get what I'm saying? When a bishop
choose his words
in the church,
choose his words properly. Choose his words. He should choose his words a little bit better.
He should choose his words, because he went on a public platform Exactly, I agree. Or he should have just kept it to telling his wife in the house.
Now,
He said
I think the dress does look
she
beautiful.
looked like a $2 whore. And
Yeah.
if anybody know whores, I'm sorry, excuse me, Lord. That's more expensive than the $2 one. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Hey, that's an escort.
But
And you
That's
call
the
us
thing.
go to
can
the
you
Oscars with
see
you.
can you see how that is a distraction in the congregation?
But she didn't wear it to the congregation.
But
So if you saw,
it don't matter.
They still see it. It's still here. You can't unsee it.
I think
Just
right
because you
now,
show up in church does not wearing it does not mean you can unsee it, unsee her wearing it somewhere else.
I hear you, but I also think now we we talking about this because it's our job to talk about it. But like I said, I think they throw stupid stuff out there when stuff is going on in the world because they know what black people and a lot of people do. They love gossip and news. You
so
know what I'm saying?
let me ask you this: would it be better? Now it's a tight fitting dress. It's everything and all of that. Would it be better if the dress was all black?
Yep. Or if it had a red line instead of a bronze tone body tone color, they wouldn't say
I don't
nothing.
think it's the color of the dress. I just think it's the dress period. I mean, it's tight fitting, accentuating her curves. It almost looked like she got on a thong. I think that it's just the dress period that just seems inappropriate for a first lady.
I believe if it was a black,
a woman can be sexy
She starts.
and still be, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here, y'all. She could and still be
classy.
Classy.
No,
that's what I'm looking for. They can be sexy and classy. I think that took it over the line.
When you become a first lady, are you not still a woman?
Yeah, but you're taking on a role. You got to know your role. That's in any role you take.
Okay, I'm just asking.
You know, if you're a manager, are you are you going to go to work and get high, smoke weed? No, that's inappropriate, right? Because that's your role. You're a role model. And so, yeah, she took on the role as first lady. Then you have to take that role on and act accordingly. Then don't take that role because there's a lot to go with being a first lady.
And going back to what you said, Greg, if that lining was not bronze and it was black, it would be we would not be talking about this right now.
Conversation.
Yes, we would.
It'd be a conversation.
Yes, we would.
It wouldn't be a conversation if it was black.
Yes, it would.
Because all of that, how you say it looked like she got a thong on, all that, you will see none of that.
It's the dress itself, Steve. Just the tight fitting dress, accentuating all her curves, and look,
it wouldn't insinuate like that if it was all black.
Yes, it would. It still would fit her in the same way.
Hold up. Damn.
It still would fit her in this.
But see, the things you're looking at are within the dress. You get what I'm saying? It's look at her hips. I seen a picture of her when she got a long denim dress on and a turtleneck. You can't hide them hips.
Listen, I still go back to the pastor who bought the dress. Why would he want men lusting after his wife when he's preaching not to lust? You know what I'm saying? It's hard not to do that for a man when you see a woman like that.
You know what? Bottom line for that.
Do you really think that? Why do men say that? Because I'm finna say something. That's not true. It is not hard for me not to lust after somebody off of vision. And when a man say that, that's like mind over matter.
You're not gonna look.
Looking is not lusting. When you get all them dirty thoughts, that's lusting. I said the first one I seen that dress, I didn't know nothing about the situation. First thing came to my mind was that's a badass dress.
Mm-hmm.
She got some big ass. Well look,
there are gonna be men lusting after his wife.
I didn't say you wrong. I'm 100%. You 100% right. But that's they dirty minds. Because guess what? That bishop probably looked at his wife and knew she was younger than 59 and got a little mad. That was the comment he made was personal.
What was the event? Because I've been gone.
It
So
was a
It was
fundraiser.
it was the United Negro College Fund special event gala for the Mayor of Atlanta mask ball. That's the exact event it was.
And I bet them Negroes paid that money too. When they saw that, they
I
paid
think
extra
they
money.
raised 400 million or something.
She raised 4 million.
4
She
million.
raised 4 million, and that's what they not
Let
speaking
me ask
on.
you this.
Okay,
would you be okay with somebody wearing that to work?
It's not work.
That is work.
Would you be okay? Answer the question.
That's a gala. A gala is an event where you have to get
okay
dressed.
with somebody wearing that to work?
To me, it's not a work dress. It's an event dress. It's a gala. You still say, guess what? If you work at a gala, yeah, because that's a gala dress. It's not it's bigger than a regular event. A gala is where they get prom dressed up. Adult prom dressed up. A gala.
So how many of your first ladies have you seen dressed like that?
Of my first ladies.
Is this okay?
To who? To whose judgment? Because
she didn't even wear the first lady hat. She didn't even wear a hat.
Look at y'all.
Right? Or the shawl.
Or the shawl.
Or the shawl.
Or that big ass purse. She ain't had none of that, man.
But please, Greg, y'all go back and look at that picture on her page and look at her pictures. Like I said, I seen her. She was in a denim dress all the way down to the floor.
So you saying, Stephen, they put a comparison? They put a comparison picture out there.
You still can't hide them hips and what they was talking about.
I'm saying, if they put a comparison,
well, Steve, then this is her norm. Then Steve, this is her norm.
That's not a norm. No, I think she just wore it because she went to event.
Think and about this, y'all. Here's the point that I was making before. If there was a comparison picture out there of her in another type of dress, and why everybody talking because she was in this type of dress, she been in this type of dress, okay? They know something was wrong, okay? That's why they're trying to shield it. So you put a comparison out there, okay? Well, she wore that dress, but look how she is in this dress, okay? That doesn't disguise the fact that she's the first lady. This is more of she's representing the church, Stephen. I get what you're saying, bro. You're absolutely right in your thinking, okay? But let's take it to the philosophical place where she is representing her husband and the church, all right? And being so, is that, if you can honestly sit there and say, is that an appropriate dress she looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, but is that an appropriate dress for the first lady of a big church to have on with all of his people and all of everybody's people understand?
Whoa. I'm going to correct you right there, G.
Correct me, please.
Correct me. I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean it like that.
No, correct.
But yes, it's appropriate because you keep making it as she was at a church gala or a church event.
No, I'm not. I'm making it so
you said
her husband is a pastor. All right?
It's not his event.
People follow them though. All right. People follow them. So if Muhammad Ali, rest in peace. If Muhammad Ali came to an event, classy event, in his boxing gear, that'd be okay too, right?
Yeah, okay.
Because he's a boxer.
No. Guess what? If he had his shorts on, but then the tux was flesh tone and the pants matched the legs was flesh tone, I ain't gonna have no problem with it, Jake.
Well, if he has leggings on, I got a problem with it.
That's on him. But if it's flesh tone and it goes off whatever another person's dirty mind has illusionified, that's on them.
But I'm just saying, the representation, all right? You know, again, she looks beautiful in this dress. She does. She looks great, okay? But was this the time to wear that? Was there any time for a first lady to be dressing like that? Now, times are different now. From when it was way back in the day, times are different. And maybe that's, in their mind, appropriate. But if it was appropriate and if there was no problem with it, why is everybody in the world talking about this?
Because
there'll be no
you already know why I feel they talking about it. They talking about it because the world don't want you to talk about what's really going on. So they go push this bullshit agenda for you to conversate about instead of speaking on the world and all this going on with the Venezuela, all that going on with the oil. That's what I think. And that's what I say. Because honestly, it was so much going on when all that Puffy was going on. But they wanted to talk about Puffy. So I feel like, hey, this is a lot of BS, for we ain't talking about real news.
She probably needed baby oil to squeeze in that doggone dress too, man. For real. But neither here nor there, man. Freedom of speech, freedom to do whatever you want, freedom of expression. She expressed herself. She wore what she wore. All right. But again,
Hey, let's thank her.
The world is talking about this. All right. So
thank her for the 4 million.
I have a question for Steve. Are you saying that because you feel this is a one-time thing and it was a one-time event, that it's okay and it shouldn't be talked about because it's a one-time thing? Do you feel any indifference if this is how she dresses all the time?
If that's how she dresses all the time, then I think he should have been talked to her. This being an event and a gala where she raised $4 million for kids to go to college, I don't think there's nothing wrong with the dress. I never thought it was a dress you see through.
It worked. It worked for her.
You know, but it was an illusion.
Outside of the church, people are still looking up to her, though.
You know, and then I read about her. So I just didn't assume and all that because I didn't want to go in here and sound like a fool. I read about Dr. Carrie Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, I think it was just she was on the red carpet with her husband for a beautiful big gala in Atlanta. And I believe if she was a pastor in the church or something like that, because she was a wife first. That's how I look at it.
Well, she's the first lady.
No, you understand what I'm saying, G.
No, I understand what you're saying. Yes, I understand that. But seriously, you know, perception, okay? People are still looking up to her and her husband, all right?
So I'm going to ask you this.
This is what...
So you going to stop looking up to her because she wore this?
I'm going to question.
But
why you going to question? That ain't got nothing to do with her degrees and her doctor.
But it has everything to do with the message that her husband puts out.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's more of the people the young people that are looking and how it represents to them that this is okay. Of course, if the first lady is doing that, then it's okay.
When did this happen?
But why are we making it sound like the first lady did this all the time? The first lady wore this to a gala. They see the first lady at church. They know she don't wear this to church.
Let me show you this then. What you think about this? Let me see.
I think that's Jeezy.
So you think this is a one-time? That's her.
That's who?
That's Carrie.
Oh, that's the Jeezy picture that they talk. No, I don't think that's appropriate at all.
Wife.
No, I don't think that's appropriate at all.
Wife.
Oh, then I don't agree with that.
So apparently, why not? Why not? You agree with the dress, but you don't agree with this.
One thing I did say, I wouldn't agree with no man taking no picture. She was on her husband's arm. So right there, that's what she lose me because I don't care, Jeezy, Juicy, whoever it is. You was on your husband's arm.
Was that Jeezy?
Yeah, that's Jeezy.
That's who that is.
Wow. Because I read something, but it didn't pop up.
That's Dr. Bryant. That's her.
Wow.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
I'm not seeing this as a one-time thing.
Hold on, Mo.
Okay. And I agree with you. I agree. When you bring that, hey, I agree.
So does that change how you feel about the dress?
That still doesn't change how I feel about that dress. That may change how I feel about her. But the dress and the situation of the dress, no, because if my wife that bad enough to wear it, baby, come on, let's wear it.
But your wife is not a pastor's wife.
How you know I ain't gonna be no minister in the next life, Mo? Don't you dare.
I'm just saying.
Don't you dare.
No matter how much
Gina,
you talk about this, you can't make it right. If you say the word bullshit, it's still bullshit. You can't dress it up,
Right.
you can't clean it up. It's still bullshit.
I'm not the judge or jury. That's all I can say.
I'm not judge or jury either. But I'm talking about there's a difference between right and wrong. You can't muddy the water on it.
That's
right.
right.
A pastor's wife.
I hear you.
That's right.
And he
was she the pastor's wife on this picture?
You know, let his wife walk out the damn house like that. Come on, she's his freaking.
You making a good point, Steve.
Come on, man.
Let me address his question. He said, was she a pastor's wife when she took this picture? that makes it even worse to me, because if you dress like that before you became a pastor's wife and you still dressing like that,
Yeah, and that means he got
that's
them 30 thoughts in his head the other people got in theirs. And
an
I would
issue,
admit
because
that.
if she accepted the role of a pastor's wife, then there were some changes that she should have made.
Period.
And then wouldn't that go with him too? And that's what I say.
That's
It would
why when I
definitely be on
started
him.
off, that's when I started off. I said I questioned what type of person he is, that
Hey,
he bought the dress and he
is
was
that
okay with his first lady wife wearing it.
Is that a flesh tone dress she has on there?
No, that looks lace because
Okay.
you see brassiere.
That's flesh then, right?
No, that's see-through.
But that is her flesh.
Yeah, oh yeah. It ain't no toned, it's flesh for real.
Yeah. And
that's
let's just leave that right there for a second.
Can we make it bigger, Gene? I'm trying to understand this
I
dress.
want 8 by I want wallet size.
I don't know how to make it larger.
You know what? I can't say though, because that could be flesh tone because it's green actually throughout it.
Ain't no flesh tone because the bra is green.
No, that's what I said. It's green throughout the suit too.
Okay, you just said flesh tone. How they make it right?
Oh, I ain't said it made it right, Mo. I was just telling you.
Flesh tone?
I didn't say it was right.
Well,
I ain't say it was right. That's way wronger than the other one.
Oh, yeah.
My best friend said she looked tacky. It's tasteless.
Thank you.
Come on. And this is a woman who knows fashion. There's a
lot of congregation that's backing them and saying that there's nothing wrong with it, and they have a mega church and they standing behind the pastor and the first lady.
And like I told you, I didn't know who they was in general,
and I didn't know either. And I can tell you this: this Sunday, the church is going to be packed. It's going to be reporters. It's going to be everybody out there seeing what response they're going to give for this debacle. But again, let her dress like she wants to. We're here to give the arena of public opinion. We did that, all right. Gina, get that picture off of there. So
the job, it say "come as you are." Don't that ain't that what the church say?
Oh, she's past the "come as you are." She's past that stage. She's first lady. She is past that stage. I knew you were going to say that.
If she keeps dressing like that, if she keeps dressing like that, she's gonna accentuate the word "come."
What you say? It don't say "come as you was."
It just says "come as you want to."
She's past the come as you are. She first lady now.
But basically, man, to each his own. But again, if you're representing, and this is the final comment we're gonna have on this, if you're representing the church, represent the church. All right. Again, this is going to be talked about for a couple of more days, probably. All right. Not here. We're done with it. Okay, but not here. But it's probably going to be talked about a couple more days.
We just wanted to put our opinion in there, and this is just our opinion.
That's our opinion. This is what we do. Okay. I'm surprised Felicia didn't come on here. Okay. Felice, I'm sorry. Come on here and say something. Okay. Shout out to Felice. All right. Would have loved to hear your comments on this. But anyway, man, it's the first show of the year for us.
Felicia.
And what? Ooh, don't do it. She gonna come on here, gonna cuss you out, dude. And why not start this year off right with some CEO nuggets? Let's get fed, y'all. Everybody say what's up to Rachel Gary. What's up?
What's up?
Hello there, National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Coach Rachel.
That's who he is. National Black Radio Hall of Fame recipients. We there. Happy New Year, sis.
There it is.
I heard you guys talk about the New Year's controversy.
Yeah, man.
That's exactly what it is.
What is your thoughts on that, Rachel? What are your thoughts?
I have several sets of thoughts. I'll say it that way.
Let's go.
The first set of thoughts is that we have to remember one good thing, that publicity. Good publicity, bad publicity is still
publicity.
So that church just got new members. That church is now people acting right now. Steve just said he had no idea what that church was even about. And at this point, now across the world, we know this church even exists. So what's going to happen over the next 6 to 8 months? They're going to play and they just played chess. They just played a pawn. She came in her dress. Then she came on. Now she's on several talk shows talking about the dress and talking about how she's a doctor, how she's a woman. Yeah, I actually watched the whole interview, and at the end, publicity. Did I say it? Publicity. Did I say it? Publicity. That church now just has, as I said, they have new members, new individuals who are going to become parishioners of that church, who are going to spread news about the church. And what is it? What does that mean? More people. He went from having a mega church to an ultra mega church.
Yeah.
More people, more money.
I really feel like that was the whole gist of it.
Didn't I say that earlier, Gina? Didn't I say that earlier?
You know, to make a big thing about a dress.
To make a big thing of the smallest thing that don't matter. But like you said, more money.
Publicity.
Churches have changed.
They got the publicity, so they're going to be all the better for it. Okay, and that's good for them. You know, I'm not going to fault them for that. But again, it's a perception.
More people going to come into church, and he's going to bring them back to reality with the word. So
after the fanfare goes down.
Because they're going to come to the church. He's not going to stop preaching.
Right.
So every Sunday, he's got a new audience of people to preach to change their minds of thought.
And when the fanfare goes down, there's gonna be another gala, and he's gonna come out in some Prince booty ass out pants, and then it's gonna come right back up. All of that's gonna come right back up. He's gonna be and
how about I go to the church wearing that dress?
That's what the Radio Hall of Fame. We're gonna make it.
How about I go to the church wearing that dress?
Well, I don't know where Robert gonna be when that take place.
on her arm, like he was.
Counting that money.
Robert, he gonna be like, that dress for fans.
She gonna wear it with them red bottom shoes on. Okay, she got count the money. But Rachel, no,
he was building what?
Hey, let me say this real quick, okay? Get this out the way. D Stark Show, what's going on, bro? D Stark Show has Rock T on. Rock T is coming on the D Stark Show. He's from this Ricky Smiley morning show. Should be a very, very interesting conversation with Rock T. So y'all tune into the D Stark Show after this. Rachel, again, Happy New Year. It's good to come into the new year with new thoughts, new mindset, new ideas, new journeys. All right. What's your message for this year? Starting off this year, I should say.
What's my message for the new year?
Yeah.
Freedom has GPS is the message of the new year. Coming in 2026 with a free mind, free thoughts, not talking about the old, coming in here with the new you, coming with the old you. Information for your growth. That is what 2026 is about. And not in the next 31 days giving up. Moving forward successfully. That's what 2026 is about. Actually writing those goals, keeping those goals well past the first quarter.
Talk about the consistency though, Rachel.
Commitment to your I really want to say that. I appreciate Greg was saying it. The biggest thing is, guys, if you want success, you need to be committed to your success. Constant repetition. Repetition brings about more things going on. It brings about new avenues. But you have to, I want to say this, guys, the first time you do something, you're not going to be a master. You become a master with repetition. It's the iterations of a thing, a place, an activity, conversations. That's what makes you better. So use the quarter one. This is what I'm calling it. This season for planting. Don't look for a harvest on the first quarter. You plant seeds the first quarter.
Let's go.
Then you got to water those seeds, prune, and then reap a reward. I say this quite often. If you're looking for growth, you have to plant the seed, and you also have to in. If you're planting, watering, pruning, or blossom, or reaping the harvest, but you have to know what season you're actually in, and be okay with that season.
That's cool. I like that. You got to plant the seeds and water them with your actions and make them grow. That's what we're supposed to do, and that should be the entrepreneurial mantra starting off. And as you said, Rachel, you can't just expect that you put in the work in a couple of days and expect it to be there. All right, that's a rare occasion. All right, you have to cultivate it. And a lot of people give up by then because they don't see it. Okay, why are a lot of people, entrepreneurs, living in this "I got to have it now" attitude as opposed to let's grow it? Why are they living like that?
Because right now you watch on social media where you hear the overnight sensations, or they made $1 million overnight. What about all the hard work that you do not see? What about all the long nights that you don't remember? But live in a world where everything is fast-paced.
Okay, so I was listening to Dope Living TV live while we were not here this week, okay? And Gina's made a point. Gina made a point.
So you was watching you on TV.
I was watching you.
Right.
Okay. But Gina made a point, and I want you to comment on this, okay? And we were talking to Ebony Murkison at the time. All right. People are out there saying when you ask these people what they want to be, remember you said that, Gina? And they said content creators. All right. Rachel, is that a lofty goal to want to be, when you ask someone specifically, what do you want to be when you grow up, or what are you striving to be right now, a content creator? Is that realistic?
I would say that right now, because of society currently, content creators are millionaires. There are a lot of content creators that are millionaires.
There are a lot that aren't.
If you have 8 billion people on the planet, and you have less than 0.0% who actually make it, can you make money with content? Absolutely. It's still work. It's not easy money. Those content creators, full-time content creators, they're working 10 hours to 12 hours a day producing content. They are making lifestyle content. Then you have to understand the different types of content. So I think that anything can make money if you are putting in the iterations to make it happen.
Oh, I agree with that.
And you're willing to do anything. Now that goes to what we were just talking about the lady in the dress. I don't even know her name. I gotta apologize, guys. I don't even know her name. So the lady in the dress, are you willing to do those type of things to get the views? Are you gonna become a different person to get the views? Or are you gonna be to get the views?
See, and that's
I agree with Rachel on that, but this is what I say: have a backup plan, because a lot of those things like content creation, it's a fad. And what are you going to do after it's gone? Think about, who was it? TikTok that pulled the content creator. I had a friend who, her daughter was making a lot of money as a content creator. I don't know if it was TikTok or Instagram. One of them pulled. They got rid of the content paying people for it. And she was scrambling, trying to figure out, what am I going to do now? She still is, because that's all she knew and that's all she did. She didn't have a backup plan. So when they pull the rug out, what do you have to fall back on?
Well, I remember an analogy that was given to me a long time ago about this same situation as far as success and failure is concerned. You have NBA players. It gave me an analogy of NBA players. A lot of people want to be them, but they're not going to all make it to the NBA. It's going to be something that gets far, and that's as far as they go. Then you're going to have them people that do that extra to get to the NBA. Same in life. Whatever you trying to, you got to be not just good, you got to be the best at it. Michael Jordan wouldn't be where he was at, and Pippen and any other superstars that are out there. They wouldn't be where they're at if they were at the top of their game.
And Rachel, you just took 1.7 million people out of that thought by telling them that they got to work 10 to 12 to 14 hours a day. Okay,
but it's
a
true.
lot of them don't think that they can pop on here, put a video out here, it gets a lot of views this time. Then the next time they put a video out, it get 2 views. All right, you I'm not saying you dashed it, okay, but you just told reality, okay, because it takes time, it takes commitment, it takes a lot of dedication in order to be a content creator. All right, it's not the same. You know, I created content back in the day and got a lot of views, okay, but it wasn't called a content creator. I was a television talk show host, okay. But now, as a content creator, your obligation is to yourself. You have and to the viewers, but you're to yourself in order to make this money. If you quit your job, your corporate job, to do content creation, it's going to be 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day to make it happen consistently so that you can get that money. Am I correct? And correct me if I'm wrong, Rachel.
No, anything is about commitment and consistency. And as Gina said, you should have a backup plan no matter what. I appreciate her saying it because it's my topic of conversation over the next year. You need a backup plan to a job. Companies close down. Just like TikTok made a decision not to pay content creators anymore. That's just like in the world. You should have a plan of action no matter what. So there's a plan of action on your career, a plan of action on anything that you're doing. And at the end of the day, it's work, guys. You have to put in the work. Sustainability comes from you sustaining your ability. Sustainability is. So if you're looking to be a content creator, I say go for it. Put together those videos. Get the best equipment. Or get the shoddy equipment, but do a good job. I said this, Mr. Beast is one of the #1 content creators. He also spends $100 million a year on creating content.
Yep. But he making his money.
They need to also educate themselves on the game, because most people think that they get paid from the likes. They actually get paid from the comments. How many people actually commenting on their video?
The engagement.
Right, the engagement. And they think, oh, I had 100,000 likes and I didn't get paid. That's not what they're looking for. And so they that's something else they need to do, is to educate themselves on what they need to do in order to get paid to be a content creator.
Yeah. How long did that 100,000 people watch? Did they just turn it on and say, "Oh,
exactly.
Okay, right,
exactly"?
No, you gotta watch that at least 3 minutes, okay, in order to get that engagement. You gotta watch at least 3 minutes. What are you gonna say, Steve? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just listening to everything y'all saying and loving it. And just like I was told a long time ago from my granddad, from my father, hey, you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
I'm gonna tell you. Absolutely. I was so blown away when we had Ebony, Ebony Murkison.
Murkison, yeah.
When we had her on here and she told me that all of that stuff is acting, I thought some of that was real. I was like, what? I kind of stopped watching it because I don't like the fake stuff. I kind of stopped watching it because, now I'm looking at them all like,
she's good at what she does, though. She is good at what she does.
She is good at what she does. She is, because I've seen her before, and I saw her in one of the skits she did on a plane where she was a customer on a plane, and she got into it on the plane. And I'm looking at it like, man, this is crazy. I'm thinking this stuff is real. She taught me something.
Gina, I did too for a while, and then I'm like, man, this stuff can't be. And I really started paying like, man, this stuff can't be real.
I wish everyone would take that take that title off of there, that content creator title, because everybody has a lot of people who aren't content creators. They have that up there because they put 5 or 6 videos out there.
Facebook automatic, because they got content creator on my profile, and I have never said I'm a content creator, but I think
because they're looking.
I don't know, after so much what? I don't know how they, determine that you're a content creator. I've never considered myself a content creator.
We're consistent creators, is what we call ourselves. We're consistent,
and they put it up there on there for you.
Yeah, they put it up.
Yes,
there for
they
you.
do.
Let them
yes,
do what they do. That's their thing. Okay, but again, Rachel, I appreciate you telling us about making sure that, babe.
something failed, and I love y'all guys. That is the love of my life in there. I thought she failed.
Like, hey, I got to let y'all go.
Tell Marie. Tell me.
Yeah, special there for a minute. I'm like, what?
When I
tell Marie, start looking for that orange. Start looking for that orange.
Oh, we already got it.
Oh, y'all ready?
What? Already got it.
I started looking for mine.
What's orange? Y'all doing Halloween?
Nothing. This is a private conversation on the air.
I don't think we had nothing to do.
I'm thinking is what? Is it going to be Halloween on the Distinguished Officer Bill next year? We all got to get orange and black. I'm wearing jumpsuits next year. I'm wearing a warm suit next year for real though. For real, I'm wearing a warm suit next year. Anyway,
hey, you go wear that gray tech one, because did y'all see how the Nike tech suits and the Nike stock had went up after they got the man from Venezuela?
I ain't wearing none of that stuff. I'm wearing a
gray that stock went up though. When they arrested him in that new tech suit, man, they sold so many tech suits the next day.
So let me ask you, I'm not trying to glance past what you're saying, okay? Because I went crazy this week. Me and Jordan both went crazy this week, purchasing so many. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it, okay? But yeah, I can show y'all this though, because Rachel, I want you to talk about the new season, because I want to make sure people are going to pay attention, because the first season was spectacular. Steve is a representative of that, and it put out a lot of good information, as well as a lot of good stuff happening from it. Okay,
and increased profits.
Yeah, increased profits too. I was trying to show y'all. This is just look. Jordan did this. Okay, now I'm like, Jordan, you only got two shoes, two feet. You just went about 3 more pair. Okay, so now
you want to talk.
We don't have room on the wall. And that was the gym shoe room. We don't have any more room. Period. There's no more room in the gym shoe room.
We'll put them all on at one time.
You only got 2 feet.
Put them all on at one time.
Dope Living TV merch. This time it's coming. Okay. This week was a week of working, but anyway, we'll talk about that another time. Okay, Rachel, how do you feel about how the first season ended? Because I don't think I ever asked you that. How the first season ended and how the second season is progressing. CEO Mastermind.
How do I think one more time? Repeat the question for me one more time.
What's your assessment? What's your assessment of the first season? Okay, anything you could have done better? Anything, or do you feel that it was great that you don't have to improve on it? And what's your goals and assessment of how the second season is progressing thus far?
I would say season 1 was an awesome season. Great group of individuals who bonded not only on camera, off camera. It was, and people genuinely were working together and trying to make things happen. That was an awesome thing to see. There was a couple things that I switched on added to season 2, because what I did notice is that it was things that season 1 didn't know that I wanted to make sure that they grew. That we're always learning. I'm always learning. And as I see things, I add those things to the next season. Season 2 had some of the same things, and now I'm adding something different in season 3. So season 2 progressed as well, but they progressed more so with the foundations of building their business. More. First season, they just started making money. The second season worked more on their foundations to be able to build consistent money.
Okay. we need some behind the scenes, and we need some view type looks at your show. We need people to look at it and put it out there mainstream. We really need it out there because you're creating something. Okay, a lot of people are afraid to do, and a lot of people aren't doing. All right, and you're building not only the confidence in trying to create a business, but you're building confidence in themselves, people and individuals in themselves. I think it's something that needs to be watched. Rachel, we got to get out of here, okay? Seems like we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say goodbye. Give us that exercise so we can get that going.
Exercise.
The first one of the year.
All right. I said this. Everybody, get yourself set up for the year by setting yourself up for Q1. This one, get your goal in front of you. One goal, one mission. You have to have one mission for the year. Let's put that one mission. The vision board is great, but what's the one thing you're looking to accomplish by the end of the year? Put that in place. 2, start getting knowledgeable about that one thing. You should know everything about the subject in which you're trying to accomplish. Everything that goes along with it. If it's a new house, you should know all about how houses run, the payments, the different lenders, everything. So you can make informed decisions. And 3, stay consistent and committed to your success. Be consistent. Get the iterations in. Read. Guys, I hear so much about the internet and less about reading. Read. Reading is a different part of your brain that takes in information differently. Read and listen to something at the same time because more of your brain is being used. If you're looking for growth and success, one goal, one mission. Wow. And every week I have the pleasure of being with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees right here on Dope Living TV. And until next week, CEOs, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You. Start 2026 off strong and keep it.
Let's
go. 2, 3, and 4.
Let's go. That's Rachel Gary, y'all.
Yes, Danny. Yes.
That's Rachel Gary. Hey, real quick, man. I told her this, all right? Dinah and Biggs Radio Network, okay? They're doing a movie night. It's in Chicago. Where is it at? At Simeon Hall. It's in Chicago. VIP seats are $50 general admission, $30 regular admission. Dinah for a movie? Damn, it better be
they showing.
I don't know. But if you mention Dope Living TV, I'm not saying you're gonna get in free, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Support, all right? And I was wrong about the D Stark show. Rock T will be on next week, not this week, okay? Steve, what we got?
Hey, Happy New Year to everybody. A new year. Great show. Hey, get with the CEO Mastermind. Hey, you right now, if you sign up, you have to probably do season 4 or 5. But it's worth it.
We are currently in season 6. So
see?
We're working. Season 3 is getting ready to start. See, I'm season 4 is booked, season 5 is booked, and now we're in the season 6.
That said it all. That said it all.
That does say it all, Mo.
Oh, y'all hear? She telling like she always tell it. And you know, I'm going back to a little conversation earlier. We all know the difference between right and freaking wrong. And you know, your representative is who your representative is. If your representative is God, then you know you're not supposed to be out there doing those things. And again, I can't see justifying none of that. None of it. Period.
Gina.
Mo has spoken. Listen, keep your eyes and your ears open. You're going to start seeing the invite to Distinguished Authors Guild 2026, year number 7. What does 7 mean? Prosper. Listen, if you're an author, register your book. There's going to be a lot of perks and features. I guess DAG is part of season 6. Are we part of season 6?
Yes.
Rachel?
No, season 7.
Season 7. So you're going to see dag tied right into the CEO mindsets, because we got something special for the ambassadors that we will be recruiting this year. You're going to be seeing this coming out real soon within the next week.
Season 7, what's that, in 2029? What are we doing?
Every 3 weeks there's a new mastermind. So at the end of the day, guys, if right now we're talking about another 18 weeks before you can get locked in. The longer you wait for your success, the further it becomes away.
That's right.
And now I'm gonna put the link below so you guys can get locked in. It's $4.97. I don't want to tell you it's free because it is not. It is $4.97 for 10 weeks. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
So if you're an ambassador, you might want to do this.
It's money well spent. All right, man. Look, I know we haven't been on this week, okay? Live.
You don't know that.
I apologize for that, okay? Not to be telling all of it, but it's been, we're all creating, okay? The people that we surround ourselves with, or the people you should surround yourself with, are people that are thinking, people that are moving, people that are doing things, all right, that can increase your awareness of how to do your job better, things that you do better. So this is what we do, okay? And it makes us go out and do some fantastic thing. Epilepsy awareness, man, doing this thing out there. Proud of you, Steve, okay? Make that happen, man, and continue blessings on that, all right? Everything that we try to touch, man, we try to make sure we're intentional with it. We want to make sure that everything that we're doing means something. And that's everybody on here. Okay, Rex, you want to be like that? Go on. But I know she'd do it on purpose. But please, everybody, 2026, enjoy the success that you're going to have if you're a forward thinker, right? And again, you can reach out to any of us for any questions at any time, all right? We're here to always answer questions, okay? Just don't come to us with them bullshit, all right? We not on that bull. We are Dope Living TV. We are members of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. So we're intentional with everything that we're doing, okay? Distinguished Advocate, Epilepsy Awareness. Mo is the producer. Mo is everything to us, all right? Because of the things that he does. He steps in when we can't do it, all right? And Mo, the value that you add to this show and everybody that you touch, man, is tremendous, all right? Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Anyway, that's our week. Boy, we had a hard week this week, didn't we?
I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro. I was sweating bullets. I was sweating bullets yesterday.
I know.
I was like, let me get this show on. And then the little still stayed in the middle. I was like, oh no.
No, that was something that was I was playing.
I can't hear nobody but Mo.
He set it up.
All right, but here's the thing, okay? And Steve, he can't hear us, okay? But Gina, you hear this, okay? Steve, if you can't hear me, you should have saw Gina's eyes when you started talking about that girl in the dress and what you was doing. Okay, I knew where she was going. I knew what she was going to say. All right, so I told everybody to look, and Gina was like, I'm gonna let him say what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
And then she went in, okay? But hey, you know what, Gina? Keep doing that. Always do that. Thank you, Danny Marie, for everything that you do and everything that you mean to us. All right, we appreciate you. This is Dope Living TV Live, man. We are back with all live shows next week. All right, so stay tuned. We got some stuff for you. All right, peace.
All right.
Mo every couple words.